Oh, hello there, you gorgeous lot. Welcome back to another brilliant show here on Crafters TV. It is Wednesday. It's 7 p.m. / 2 p.m. / 11 a.m, which means one thing. Of course, it is time for Creative Cravings, that one show of the week where we kind of take it back to basics a little bit. It's a great opportunity if you are maybe a little newer to crafting to learn some excellent hints, tips, techniques. But also, those of you who've been crafting for a while, there's definitely going to be loads of awesome ideas you're going to pick up during this show. Do you know why? Because the hottie Scotty himself is here with me in the building. It's been a triple bill today, Craig, for you. I've absolutely loved it thus far. Please don't ruin it.
I'll try not to. I'll try not to. Yeah, we're going out. We're just a tiny bit, you know, just before the show. Had my tea, I've had my cup of tea, raring to go again. I've even got changed as well. And a little bit more of comfies for this show here. So let's have a look and see what to expect on Creative Cravings today. So we have got our animal silhouette. So within this set, we've got the bumblebee, which is going to be our very first demonstration here. But then what you can do with the silhouettes, this is from the stag set, but you don't need to use them within the traditional way that they've been designed. Maybe make bigger centerpieces if you so wish. Then what we're also going to do is we're going to have a look at our borders. So these are our cut-in borders here. So this is where that you can go straight into your card, but you've also got dies that you can create your outward border die if you want to. What about doing double edgeables that we can see on this side here? Then what we've done, and we've picked up on these in Wake Up Call today, we've got our Scent with Love die, and then what we've also got is we've got the apron. These are a set that's on the show as well. And then what we've also got is our Create a Card dies too. So two of these specifically being the teapot, and then we've got the Be Fabulous dress as well. So it creates your shape cards. You can decorate them in whichever way that you so wish. So a lot of themed cards, a lot of fun cards, a lot of creative cards within the show as well. So got my demos all set up, and I am absolutely raring to go for this Wednesday evening here in the UK.
Yeah, absolutely. And also with this show specifically, any questions that you've got, no matter what kind of crafty conundrums they might be, it's definitely a great opportunity to get them into me. Crafters TV if you are over on Facebook, Crafters Companion across on YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you are over on YouTube as well. Should we kick things off with the silhouette animals? Now, we're going to show you some creative cards a little later, but we've got the best ever deal for you on these silhouette animals. They are awesome because they create the most amazing tunnel cards. They are fantastic if you want to use them for toppers. If you don't want to add any depth or dimension to them, it's completely up to you, but you've got so many options with them, which is great. So you've got the deer silhouette firstly, which is this one here. I love the fact that you're getting all the different elements in here. So you're getting your deers to cut into the side of your card stock. You've also got all your frames, but then we're giving you all the embellishments in here too, as well as the sentiments that you need in there as well. You've then got the schmetterlings. You cannot have too many butterflies in your stash. You're getting that one included there as well. And then you've also got the rabbit in here too. You are getting a fourth one. Now, it wasn't launched across in the US, so if you want to come and get this one individually on its own, you can. It is my favorite one, incidentally. It is, of course, the gorgeous bee, which is fantastic. And I just love how amazing that looks in the gold and the black. It wasn't originally available, but it is now. Yeah, if you want to come and get that on its own, as I said, it is available individually there for you, which is brilliant. Now, something that we brought back into stock yesterday and proved exceptionally busy during last night's launch party. You do have another opportunity to get your hands on it. It is the mixer and apron dies. Now, they are fantastic. They are just a lot of fun, these. So you are going to get both elements in here. Great if you want to do more masculine cards with these. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. So you've got your mixer here. Now that's it done as a card concept, as Craig did, as it's intended. But Craig did this card yesterday, which I absolutely adore. He's multi-cut it there and popped it on as a topper. You also get the apron in here as well. Now it could be a fancy, frilly little pinafoil. It could be a barbecue apron. It could be a workshop apron for the guys. There's so many different options when it comes to how you put these together. Makes them super versatile. 42.73 or 56.41. For Platinum member, if you are a Platinum member, you're kind of getting one, you're buying one, you're getting one half price, which is absolutely awesome. Now, it wouldn't be Creative Cravings without a hero tool. And we've not got one, well, we kind of got one, but in 4 different options for you. So today's is a Totally Tiffany black ditto tool with a free Crafter's Companion tool. So everything that's in there you're not paying for, which is your die brush tool, your ruler, your pokey tool, and your dotted tape pen. Now, the only decision you've got to make is which colour you want it in. Got black, we've also got it in the turquoise for you there as well. It's in the purple, and it's also available in that gorgeous cerise pink there for you as well. So they are the options for you. They're the only choices you need to make. Now, I know we're going to dive straight in because Craig's got lots and lots to share with you. Have a banana with me over on Facebook and YouTube. I'm there going through the comments right now. Where would you like to start, Craig?
Right, we're going to start with the bumblebee, the animal, the silhouette. So let's go for this one. So what I have done is I've got a black card blank here that I've just used from home. You can be making your own ones using your A4 cardstock. What I would then do is add a piece of white smooth stamping card into the middle so we can write on. But I've got my card blank and I've taken some pattern paper from Sarah's signature collection, Crafty Fun. So I'm going to set these ones to the side for the time being. Then what I've done is I've taken our black glitter card and canary Centura Pearl, and we're going to go in with the bee silhouette here. And what we're going to do to start off with, if I come along first of all, and I'm going to cut into my Centura Pearl here with this outline hexagon die, honeycomb die, and I'm going to get it as close to the centre as I can. And we're doing this top layer first so that it makes it easier for us in a moment to come along and line up the bumblebee within the glitter card. So popping that one through, and then I'm going to line these ones up. These are all wafer thin dies, so they are all part of the same sandwich configuration when it comes to your Gemini plates. Going to go through your MIDI, of course, and some of the smaller icons that we're going to show you just shortly. We'll go through with the mini as well as the Go, if that's what you so wish.
Fair to say, Craig, there's a lot of different ways you can use these, isn't there? I mean, I love the tunnel card that I've just shown, but as toppers, these work beautifully too, don't they? They
do. You can be doing each layer individually if you want. For instance, this one here, I am going to reuse this bit in a minute with the honeycomb background die, but if you didn't, you've got a nice little hexagon that you could be using as a topper. Maybe if you've got a large die cut sentiment or that you want to pop on there, so you can be using it in that way. Or you can come along and the silhouette die that we're going to use of the bumblebee, you'll see what this looks like in a minute, and what you might want to do is use this one on its own. So as you say, it is so versatile in so many ways. So what I want to do is I'm going to use my canary layer as a bit of a guide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to centralize that where I want it to be. So I'm going to get my canary as close to the middle as I can.
I was about to say, no, that's not a canary, that's a bee, Craig. And then I realised you were talking about the cardstock.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was meaning the cardstock, Centura Pearl. So I've got that taped into place. Now I'm going to be careful because it's shedless glitter card. The tacky, low tack tape isn't going to adhere to it as strongly as it would with any of our other cardstock. And also what I'm going to do, even although the die outline is relatively simple, I'm still going to add my metal shim in because it's glitter card. So other than the metal shim being included, same plate configuration, that's going to go through. It's going to slice right through the glitter card, no problems whatsoever. And then it also means that we're going to get that crisp, clean cut. But when you were saying about the different ways that you could be using this, Joe, remember how over time we have done foil press 101 shows?
Yes.
So what about taking, let's take this bit out here. What about using this die, because you can foil your normal dies. You would then get all of this outline detail foiled onto your cardstock.
That'd be gorgeous, wouldn't it?
Come along and use this to cut it out.
Really
so
lovely.
Think about all your different ways, what other crafty tools that you've got at home that you can be using. So this then gives us our bumblebee. So this will then work out so that that can be layered over the top. But then what you can do is you can do it different ways if you want to. You can have it onto the side, lots of different fun ways as well. So even that way, you know, you can start to do it so it's maybe coming down the side, whatever way you wish. So once I layer this up in a minute, it's going to look like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this honeycomb die. Now, of course, I could be using the excess that's come out of the middle, but what I've done is I do have bits of cardstock pre-prepped ready to go so that we can show you what it looks like once we've cut it all out together. So I'm going to do this one again in the canary and then into black card. This is just our matte black card, not glitter on this instead, because this is then going to be used as a little bit of a drop shadow. So I didn't really feel the need to use glitter card, although you could do it if you wanted to.
Absolutely, you could. Lots of people tuning in from all over the place this evening or afternoon, of course, depending on where you are. Should we see who's in?
Yeah.
Elizabeth is in from Tesco. Elizabeth from Tesco. For anyone who doesn't know, Tesco is a very famous supermarket in the UK. Elizabeth doesn't work there.
Just as I swallowed my mouthful of tea.
She's in from Texas, not Tesco. Maybe she's been to Tesco. Elizabeth, I'm so sorry. Jean, so what am I like? Jean says, good afternoon, all in for a third show from Mississippi. I hope all is well. Well, it was. Candice says hi from Nebraska. Jane's in Ohio. Georgie Ann is saying hi from Clearwater. Boy, what a day. Created some beautiful things today. And Barbara's in from Indiana as well. Elizabeth from Tesco. Texas,
brilliant.
Joe. Texas. Wow.
Love
I mean,
that.
who knows what's going to happen in the next hour and 48 minutes?
The thing is as well, at that one point, although I was still crafting away, because I seen that George had cut across to you, I thought, right, get a quick mouthful and my cup of tea before anyone sees it, and then I get caught by you saying that.
I am sorry, Craig.
You never need to apologise to me. That was hilarious. I loved that. There we go. I'll never see the name Texas in the same way again.
No, I know. You're going to think of Tesco now every time that you read it. A lot of people letting us know they've got parcels arriving today, which is nice. Maureen's in from Widnes in Cheshire. Looking forward to chilling out with this show. Nice 25 is in Arizona. Mary's in Montana. And the other Mary is in Delaware Beaches. Delaware Beaches, that sounds fancy, Craig, doesn't it?
That sounds really nice.
I bet it's nice and warm. Is Delaware in the north? I think it might be. Jean says, Joe, you're so perky today. Keep drinking your coffee. Honestly, I had no coffees, did I, yesterday, Craig? Didn't have a cup of coffee in the morning when I came in. Then I couldn't get a cup of coffee before we went on air yesterday, and it just wasn't the same. Just turns out when I'm not caffeinated, it doesn't quite hit the same, Craig. Tammy says, oh, God, I'm so glad Craig said something about changing because I thought I was losing my mind about Craig being in a different shirt.
No, I just thought we'll go for a bit more of a relaxed feel. I've been in my dress trousers and that all day, so I just thought, right, as it's coming to the end of the day, certainly here in the UK, I thought let's put a different top and different trousers on, just feel a bit more comfier. So what I've done here is I've die cut both of these ones. Now, we've got lots of little hexagons that are what would have been waste, Joe, but keep them in a little poly bag or that, and then you could be using them for little corner accents or little bits of confetti if you want to. And same with these bits here. Again, this would be the waste, but use it as a frame, use it as a stencil if you want. So always have a look and see what you've got left over from your die cuts. So we've got these two as well, and then the last couple of bits of die cutting that I'm going to do is I've got a load of little additional hexagons already cut. So let's do a couple so that you can at least see. We're going to take the word be and also happy. And then what we can do is we'll do be happy and glitter card. Because we're doing glitter card again, let's use our metal shim.
Is that a general rule of thumb then with the glitter? You'd use the metal shim, Craig?
Yeah. There's, many of occasions, certainly if it's a plain outline die. For instance, this die here that I used with the bumblebee, The chances are very strong that this would have cut through glitter card without the metal shim. But it's just an automatic thing that I do all the time now. Whenever it's glitter card, it could be an intricate die or it could be a really, really bog standard, simple shape die. I'll automatically put my metal shim in just because it's glitter card.
Awesome, always good to know.
So I'll do that. So that's in the glitter card, be happy, and then we'll do these little hexagons in our gold glitter card, run that one through, and then we can start to assemble the card together.
Brilliant. Lots of love coming in. And remember, any crafty questions you've got, please do get them in for us, and I'll pop them across to Craig as we go through the show. Sandy says, good afternoon, everyone. So excited. DHL just arrived and delivered my Lee Holland stamp collection, rotating design board with a magnetic base set and totally different travel tote. All these items exceeded all expectations, and it was lightning fast to US. Crafter's Companion is absolutely the best. Yuta says, now Joe, I twist your arm. Please, your turn to create a card. Absolutely not. Only occasionally on a craft along. Only occasionally on a craft along. So maybe soon, maybe one day soon. Hannah Hicks just got a Lee Holland stamps delivered. She's absolutely very excited about that. Vicky's got stash coming today. I think Craig is showing off his shopping spree with all these new tops that he's wearing at the moment.
Yeah, I did have
Says Jeffrey.
Says Jeffrey. I did have a little bit of shopping spree
did you?
when I went back home to Scotland at the start of the month. I went and treated myself to treated myself for new clothes, but it was new clothes for Crafters TV.
Nice.
Some nice, bright, bolder colours, as well as a few ones like I'm wearing tonight, so yeah.
I realised earlier this week I need to get more coats, Craig, or jackets, because I only have 2. And I didn't realise people had like 10 or 12 coats and jackets.
But we're going into summertime.
Yeah, but like a little, like a little jacket,
like dressy
not a coat,
one,
but like a, like an overshirt, and like a little bomber jacket and a little sort of, military style one. But yeah, I didn't realise people have like 10 or more coats and jackets. I've always just had 2 or 3 and thought that was fine.
Yeah. Where would you put them then? Where do you store them? In the closet.
Yeah.
I'm not a jacket wearer.
Are you not?
No. No.
What about in the winter?
Big jumpers.
Big jumpers.
Big jumpers. Yeah, it's usually big jumpers that I tend to wear. So it's not a lot of. Georgina's saying, don't think you've ever seen me in a coat. No, I would agree with you. I'm not much.
A coat wearer?
No.
How many jackets is enough jackets and coats? Let me know in the comments. Crafters TV, Crafts Companion over on YouTube. Yes. Yeah, a friend of mine has, someone I know has 15 or more coats.
Really?
They all look pretty similar, yeah.
Yeah. No, I do. It's a big jumper. And even then, in saying that, if I do wear a jumper, it's more, to the car and then out the car into here. And it's usually like a t-shirt or short sleeve that I tend to wear.
However, shoes, Craig, I've probably got about 25 pairs of shoes.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, loads of shoes. And I only wear the same 3 pairs ever.
It's always
I've got
the same,
shoes
though.
that I've never worn. Never worn them.
Always the same.
Just
you
waiting
end
for
up
the perfect
wearing
opportunity.
Same favourite ones. Coat or jumper? Coat or jumper? I wonder what your crafters at home.
Well, Georgina's saying if people had to choose crafting or buying craft or buying clothes. I mean,
craft.
I'm not even going to pose that question.
No.
It's going to be craft all the way.
If I could
Absolutely.
get away with not buying food and just buy craft stuff, I would.
There you go.
I absolutely
No white chocolate
would.
for you.
No. None for me at all. Actually, I don't know. I do need my white chocolate, Joe.
You do indeed.
I do need my white chocolate.
Since I started working with you, I've seen white chocolate everywhere now. I never used to notice it. But I saw a white chocolate Twix the other day in the garage. I've never seen one of those before.
Oh, they are amazing.
Are they?
They taste just like white chocolate millionaire shortcake.
Ooh.
They taste so good. I would love it for them to bring out a white chocolate bounty.
Right. We were talking about this. We were talking we should make one. I think it'd be quite easy to make.
I think it would
because
be.
it would just be like desiccated coconut, maybe a little bit of condensed milk, a little bit of sugar, and then dip it in white chocolate. I reckon we could do it, Craig. Maybe we could start a company and try and get some investment. Get on the den.
That's a good. Yeah, get your ideas together.
I've got a food
Joe.
hygiene certificate. We're good to go.
So do I, actually.
Do you? There you are.
Well, actually, I don't know. It might be out of date now.
Yeah, possibly.
From when I
Mine
worked
might
with
be
the
out of date.
co-op.
Yeah, it might be out of date. But let's not let that stop us. I think we're probably better crafters and shopping TV presenters than we are chocolatiers. But we'll give it a go, Craig. We'll give it a go.
I'm always up for giving things a go, that's for sure. Always up. Right, so what I'm going to do is, what way do I want to go here? That way. It's that original way. So what I've done is I have used my honeycomb, done a little bit of a drop shadow onto the back. And what I'd done a moment ago is I kind of roughly guessed, and before I stuck it down, got it to where I want, made sure it lined up within the middle, and then secured it down. And then I'm going to go back in with my glitter. And then what we can do is we can come back with our frame. So just to say as well, this yellow frame was 4.5 by 4.5 inches. But I want to add layers onto that one as well. So what we can do is we can bring in some more of our pads here. And I think with these aperture dies, or the silhouette dies, I think these just shout out having been layered up. You know, you can keep them flat, of course, but I think it just looks a bit more spectacular if you do layer them up with pads or glue gel.
Yeah, that honeycomb paper piece as well looks epic, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really does. It's very, very simple to do, but it is so effective in the result that it gives you. But what I'm going to do at this point, Joe, is because this is glitter card, shedless glitter card, if I use my foam pads, what will happen over time, the foam pad will stop sticking to the glitter card because of the coating. So what I could do, two things I could do is either use glue gel instead, or if I still want to use my foam pads like I want to do, add some tacky glue onto the back. So that initial stick from the foam pads just now will stick, and then that glue will soak into the foam pad and into the grains of the glitter card, and then you know it's going to be sturdy and robust, and it's not going to move whatsoever.
Awesome. This looks fabulous, this card, Craig, I must say. And, you know, quite a simple,
it is.
quite a simple card to put together, but really, really effective. And as we were talking about earlier, so many different ways that you can use these. Brilliant in the tops of boxes, I'd imagine.
Exactly. Because you've got that aperture effect, you can do it into the top of your boxes, or keeping it very simple onto a little card if you want to. So many different ways as well. Think about maybe if you are out in the garden, you're starting to do your scrapbooking pages and that, you could have one of these apertures. Like for instance, if I bring this one that I'd pre-done, that could be up in the top corner of your 12 by 12 scrapbook. Or it could be in the middle, a little photo or something just popping out, and then if you've been in the garden with the grandkids or the kids or that plant and things, anything like that, it's going to be a nice focal element for the scrapbook. So yeah, always have a look, see what other crafts that you like to do, and can you incorporate what you are using into other elements of your crafting.
Absolutely. And also, you'll own a lot of small stamps and dies, I imagine, that you could also pop into these apertures and create tunnel cards using those. Once you've got the aperture, you know, you're good to go with a whole host of different options, which is great. Remember, they are available individually. The best way to get the best value is to get them all together. You can get two for £22 or $28. Platinum members, you can get these for less than half price, which is awesome. £27 and 2 pence, or $31.10. I know some of you maybe are just missing the B on its own. Absolutely, you can grab that. It's available individually, $12.99 or $14.95 if you wanted to just grab the B.
I think, well, I was away to say, if there's anyone that's going to be so popular, it's going to be this bumblebee. However, if you've not seen the stag one yet, I don't know what one I honestly don't know which one I could choose. Don't know what one I could choose. I love them both, certainly the bumblebee and the stag.
Most people are going for the whole collection at this point, so as always that represents the best value for money, which is brilliant if you don't yet own any of these, which is great. What I would say is there's loads of stuff in this show that we won't even get a chance to get to, so go over to the website, hit the shop show button, have a look at everything that's coming up in the show, because it is a jam-packed one, this.
It really is, isn't it? There's so much. I remember when we get kind of like our lineup, Joe, to let us know what we are going to be focusing on the show. I was like, gosh, that really is a jam-packed show for Creative Cravings. But here we go. So there we are, gone all dimensional within the, let me just double check, 6x6 card. So what we've got, let me just give that a little bit more of a burnish, and then what I'll do is I'll tip it up so that you can see that by adding 2 layers of the foam pads, we've really got a lot of depth when it comes to this one here. And then what I did do is I did add in a white layer into the middle there. That could be our sentiment, of course. Maybe you've got some of the like nature inserts that kind of look like nature within the men's collection of Hunky Dory earlier on. Maybe use one of them instead. But love that silhouette collection.
So many different options when it comes to using them. Let me take you back through what you're getting included here in this collection. So you're getting the stags, which Craig was talking about a second ago there. They are brilliant. You've got lots of dies in here as well. So you've got the animal silhouette, the outside border, and then the cut in detail. And you can really play around with how you layer that up and put it together. It's completely up to you. It's really customizable, this one. You've got the stag in there. You've also got the butterfly, and you're going to receive the rabbit. I always think about it being the rabbit and the moon. I don't know why, Craig. You know, like this bit being the silhouette of the moon in the background. Yeah, of course.
To show you how you can do something even more. What you can then do is you can start to pop it into an actual aperture itself and then trim out all the excess, and you can go all out, and you can do it so it's into the bottom corner here as well.
Really
so
nice way of doing it.
It's kind of following on from what you just said there a minute ago.
Yeah, there's so many different ways you can use it. You're also going to get the bee as well, which I adore, is my favourite. The reason it's my favourite is because where I live, of course, the emblem for the city is the bee, Craig. So that's why there's bees. There's bees on the bins, on the buildings. They're absolutely everywhere. There's even secret bees. You can do a trail to go and find them all around the city. So I am loving that one. Remember, you can get them individually. You can get them on a 2-for, 2 of these for £22 and $28 or $28. Platinum members, £27 and change, $31 and change to pick up the whole collection. I want to give you a heads up on some other stuff that's proving quite popular in the show as well. So we've got a 12-inch pearl card pad collection. You've got your vintage diary in here, and you've also got the orange sunset, which is awesome. So you get both of those, which is wonderful. $24.98, $32.42. Then you've got the brights and neutrals 12-inch texture card collection, $29.98 or $37.42 to get 72 sheets there. Brilliant sparkle pen collection for you on the show as well. 12 elements here. It's basically you pay for 3, we send you 4 in essence, which is brilliant. So make sure you grab those. If you want a restock bundle on the Collau all-purpose transparent, then that's brilliant. You're getting one of these for free, which is excellent, $8.97 or $11.85. So next one that I want to take you through are the decorative panels. This is the first time that I've actually got my hands on these, you know. I always do these ones the wrong way around, so I'm making, nope, I've got them all up the right way, we're good. So these are excellent because there's a lot of different things that you can do with these. They are essentially 2 edgeables when you want to think of them like that, because you've got your 2 separate cutting edges. So you can either cut them out the left side, or you can cut them out the right side, or you can just cut the detail in. So you can see the 3 different ways you've got of using them. Am I right in thinking, Craig, because they are essentially a reversible edgeable, is that even a thing? Can you do all your edgeable techniques with these like you would with all of our standard edgeable dies?
You can, yeah, and because
Awesome.
you've got the 2 separate edgeables, you can do them in different ways, which we're going to do just shortly.
Brilliant. So you've got your butterflies in here, which is absolutely fantastic. This is then your stars. I love this. This one here is your flowers, which is the daisies. And finally, you've got those beautiful peonies in there. So very geometric, the peonies. The peonies and the florals and geos, not something you normally see together. So it's nice to have them both there. $38.97 or $44.85. I mean, to get 4 edgeables for that price would be amazing. However, what you've got there are reversible edgeables. That's what I'm calling them, Craig. We're going to give them a new name, reversible edgeables. Right, lots of you chatting away with me, but I want to remind you of all the options when it comes to the US shipping, but also how you can watch and shop at the same time.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges, and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can get the best deals and shop while you watch during our shows. The best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. So head over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV Home, where you can see all of our shows, plus exclusive offers, and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, you can head on over to our community pages. Come say hello, ask us some questions and chat along live with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even airplay our shows direct onto your big screen or stream us live through YouTube. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easy to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day.
We do create every single day here on Crafters TV. Lots of love for that last demonstration there. Lynn loves the B card. Peg sent a couple of pictures in. Thanks, Peg. If you want to share with us any of the things that you've been making recently, we'd love to see them. Stuff that's in the show. Maybe it could be just general stuff that you've been creating from any of your Crafters Companion stash. Details there along the bottom of your screen of the email address you need to send those pictures into. And Karen saying as well, ooh, like that little bee box type thing. I think she means this thing just here. Yeah, it's like a tunnel card, which is awesome. But reversible edgeables, not what they're called, Craig, is that they're called decorative panel border dies. But I bet there's, again, I know we talked about it a moment ago with the silhouette animals, but again, a very versatile die, these.
They're so versatile in the different ways that you can use them, because you've got the main detail and the two different outside edges, left and right. So it gives you so many opportunities. So on this one here, using the butterfly, this is where all 3 dies have been used together, the detail, the left and the right. So that gives you a full-on element that cuts out. But then on this one, what's been done is we popped the butterflies at an angle, but we've only popped what is, to me, the way that I'm looking at the right-hand side die. So then this gives you an aperture on the right-hand side, so we can make it into a shaker. Then on this one here, so this is the one with the rose, also all 3 dies have been used, cuts it out, but then we can do paper piecing. But then look how, with the same die, just using the decorative die, it cuts into your card. So then you've got a bigger scope on which you are going to be cutting into on different size cardstock. Then again, on this one here, let me just double check. So that one with the stars, that's also been using all 3 dies together, and then it's just been cut in. This one's actually, this is a really good one to show. So this is where the black layer, all 3 dies have been used together. The card blank underneath, all that's been used is the 2 outside dies, Joe.
Oh, wow.
So that gives you a full-on aperture. Piece of acetate's been popped on the back, and then this black layer has been popped over the top. So even I've never thought about just using the outside dies to give you a full-on designed aperture.
Nice.
So that's a good way of showing it. And then the one with the floral, similar style that we're actually going to do right now with the demo, and that is using the die on the left and the right-hand side, using each of the outside dies. So these are so many different ways in which you can use them. And that's really, it is taking one die, and you know what, instead of giving you the die with the outside die, it's giving you the die and splitting the outside die, which gives you so many different options. So we're going to use the butterflies in flight. So what we can do is let's bring in my cardstock. I'll lay it down so if you are familiar, I know Joe, you went over it as well, but here is the butterflies. So that would cut into your cardstock. And then I've got my two edgeables here. So I can do a left-hand side edgeable or a right-hand side edgeable, or you can, you know, cut away. Or this is where, with that star one, if you just use the outline dies, you would have to do a tiny little bit of connecting yourself with your scissors, but that would give you the aperture. So what I'm going to do with this one, this is taking an A5 card blank. So I have gone over into my large Gemini for this one. So I'm going to use my butterfly die, and I'm going to come towards the left-hand side. Now, of course, if I use this die on its own, what will happen, it will cut into the card and leave all the remaining. So I want this excess bit on the left to be cut away. So therefore, I'm going to come along with the corresponding outline die. We're going to use our low tack tape. And what I'm also going to do is where I've got the edge of my card blank, I'm going to come down so that my die meets the top of the seam. And then I'm also going to place that so I can kind of get it as straight as I can. But even then, if you want to go on at a jaunty angle, then you can do. So there is many different angles and positions that you can use them in.
The back of the top of that looks like a giraffe's head. Do you see it?
Oh my God, yeah, yeah.
It really looks like a giraffe, the top bit. That's all I see every time I look at it. And there's got a little bit of mouth bit underneath. Obviously, when it's cut out, it doesn't look anything like a giraffe. But every time I see that die, I think of a giraffe.
I've never noticed that before, Joe. Never noticed that. Now,
you'll not be able to unsee it.
I'm not going to be able to not see it. It's funny that. It's funny how people see different things as well. So let's take this down. What I'll also do is, before I tape this down, you can also determine, Joe, do you want your outline border to be quite thick? Do you want it to be really thin? In that case, you're going to pop your decorative die right up to the outline die. So let's go for maybe just a couple of millimetre border all the way around. And then once I'm happy, I'm going to secure it with my low tack tape.
Fantastic. So then with these, Craig, you're using it essentially as an edgeable here, is that right?
I am. Yep, I'm using it in the edgeable. But because we've got the opposite side die as well, once we've done this side, what we're going to come along and we're going to cut into the other side as well. And we are only able to do that because the outline die has been split into two.
Awesome. And now remember, the great thing about that is that you're then going to be able to go across and watch all of the edgeable masterclasses that are available to you over on our website. I wouldn't even be able to say, there must be 20 hours worth of edgeable masterclasses available to you. We've got to have done at least 10 edgeable masterclasses in the last year. So that's 20 hours of tuition on exactly how you're going to need to use these, which is really, really valuable, especially if you are maybe slightly newer to crafting, then you are going to absolutely love putting these together. And edgeables really are such a cornerstone of people's stash, aren't they, Craig, when it comes to card creating?
That are, yeah, because there is so many different, obviously, styles. But what it is as well, and what it does, is it gives that beginner crafter at home, it gives you that confidence, you know, that you are running it through your Gemini. Of course, it's a wafer thin die, so that means it's going to go through any of your die cut machines. It doesn't have to be the Gemini, of course. And one pass through, what's going to happen is it's going to work out that you get a real elegant finished card. Doesn't matter whether you've been crafting for years and years and years, or just a couple of weeks, or even a couple of days, you're still going to get the exact same result. So what I've done now is, let's bring in a piece of colour card just underneath just now. So this has given us the edgeable.
Beautiful, so much detail.
A lot of detail. So what I need to do is come along this top fold bit, and I'm going to cut along only until I get to that edge. And now that gives us our edge that we can see there. So then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to neaten that top edge bit off here. And then what we can do is come in with our plates again. And now I'm going to do exactly the same, but we're going to do it on the opposite side, and we're going to use the opposite die this way. So let's take that away, and then I'll also very quickly give my die a bit of a clean using my die release brush.
Peg's comment is making me laugh, Craig, because it mentions the word squirrel about 8 times, which always makes me laugh.
I don't have the comments up and running at the side of me.
So,
I've left it to you.
Peg says, I've been making the squirrel window reveal card today. A friend of mine had a squirrel in her house, so I send her one. They are really easy to make. I laugh because when Craig says swirl,
Swirl.
sounds like squirrel, doesn't it?
Swirl.
Yeah, there you are. Anyway, moving on. Mary says, my dad buys jackets like Joe's buys shoes. Gosh, you know the thing is, I buy a lot of jackets, Craig. I lose a lot of coats and jackets. I'm the worst. I went through phases where it was phones first, about 6-7 years ago. Lost a lot of phones. Then I went through a bag phase, so I lost a lot of backpacks. Maybe sort of 5 or 6 over the course of 2 years or so. Okay. And now we've been for a long time in a coat phase is the next phase. I feel like maybe I'm out of coat phase now, so I don't know what will be the next phase of things that I will lose. So I've bought a lot of coats over the years. I just don't have any left, unfortunately. Rebecca says, Craft is always going to win between craft and clothes. I knew it. Helen Moore says, I've got loads of coats and jackets. Realised the other day I don't have an out jacket for spring summer. I haven't got an out jacket either. So definitely we need to invest in one of those. I did buy a denim jacket the other day, actually, Craig.
Did you?
And I think I look cool, right?
Yeah.
But I've realised that can you wear a denim jacket with denim jeans?
Oh, I've been doing double denim.
Can you do double denim?
I've been doing it lately, yeah.
Do they need to be 2 different tones and shades of denim, or can they be the same tone and shade of denim?
I've done the same.
Okay. This is a very washed out denim jacket. It's a very light denim jacket. So can I wear that with dark denim jeans? It's blue, but it's very, very washed out. Anyway, enough about my wardrobe. Hannah says, my husband thinks that more than 1 pair of shoes is too many and always nags me to throw them away. Hannah, do you want me to have a word with him?
I think you should.
Send me his number, I'll give him a call. Susan says, good morning from Washington State. Question, can the Crafty Companion metal dies be used to cut shapes in pieces of box cardboard? So I'm thinking she means like thick cardboard that, you know, like packaging boxes, Craig.
Yeah, so yes, as long as it's not a real intricate die. Right. So a die like this, do you know what? Give it a shot. It's not going to do any harm. If it's far too much pressure with the Gemini, it'll just pause and then it will just politely spit it back out to you and say, no, too much. So a real detailed die wouldn't necessarily die cut a boxed card or boxed cardboard, but if you've got anything that's an actual outline that, you know, for like something like this would work a treat, your nesting dies, maybe a tiny little bit of detail would die cut it out. Even if it's detailed bit circ or bigger aperture parts, these are too small for something like that. But yeah, give it a shot. It's all about the pressure of the Gemini. And as I say, give it a shot. If it's too much, then all the Gemini will just pause and it will just slowly reverse it back out to you to say it doesn't like it.
Janice says, hi everyone, late joining. I must say I've just received my Nature's Garden party collection and it's amazing. Usually in a paper pad there are a few sheets I don't really care for. Too old fashioned or maybe too dark for me, but I love every single sheet. I'm truly stunned by its beauty. I'll be ordering more now. Thank you, Crafter's Companion. Yeah, and a lot of you that have received it already loved it. If you want to go and see, there's 2 opportunities to see the full presentation of that. You can go back to yesterday's show, launch party, where I was with Jan. She did a few demonstrations on that. And then the day before, there was a full launch day show, 2 hours with myself and Sarah. I believe the full launch collection is still in stock too, so definitely pop back there and have a look at that. Yes, please, Joe. This is Hannah back to me now about her husband. She says, yes, please, Joe. In fact, he's free to go good home. Free to go to a good home if anyone wants him. Wowzers. We could auction him off. You know, maybe for like, we could trade your husband for someone's unused craft stash or something like that. Or maybe you could exchange him for shoes. That way you get more shoes and you lose someone whinging about it. I am joking, of course. I'm sure you love your husband, Hannah, and you wouldn't want to give him away.
You never know. You never know what these things happen.
It's free to go to a good home. Craig never leaves me hanging. He's much better behaved than I am.
Yeah,
I'm the worst for leaving Craig hanging.
Never would I do that to you, Joe. Never. So what I'm doing is I'm wanting to just making sure that I've kind of got that as central as I can. So we can see I've added some pattern paper. This is using the Celebration. and some paper, texture paper from, I want to say it was the pastel tones that I used, the deeper shade anyway. Added a little border down the middle here. So we've got the butterflies on the left and the right hand side. I've taken one of our invert nesting dies.
Nice.
So I've just stamped Dreams Come True, and then I'm going to go in with the outline die, which is, well, actually an inner shape die. And I'm going to go in with my dotty tape runner. So what we can do is we can frame this one. And that's what's good about these dies, is you don't need to do a lot of extra detail on the outline, simply because you've got the edgeable and that's doing it all for you. So keeping it very simple when it cuts. I've not got that exactly straight and that's going to bug me. So let me just trim around there. And I've added my foam pad onto the back, which is going to give it that tiny little bit of lift. And what we can then do, so if I pop it into, I'm going to keep it central into the middle. I've tied a bow here, and I am going to go in. I'm conscious that quite a lot of the time, Joe, I don't add gems or embellishments live on the show because we've got, we want to show a lot and get through a lot.
Absolutely.
But I know some people as well at home, little things like adding gems or that you have trouble with. So what I would do is, when it comes to gems anyway, use your pokey tool. And, you know, I've told this story before. I've had this literally day one. It was one of the first crafting things I bought in a craft store. So just to show that it's still, that's my glue gel pokey tool. Let's go in with our one here. So if you're doing gems or that, use your pokey tool, pick it off with the end of the pokey tool, then come in, pop it into play, press, and then that's how you're going to use your tools. That might sound a bit silly to some people about explaining how to use a pokey tool, but some people do have some issues using and positioning embellishments. So it was just a good way to show you. And then the other way that I use my glue gel is, I've got one of my other pokey tools. There's a couple of people sometimes see me using this and they go, why have you got a bit of tape all the way around? This is the one that I use for my glue gel, Joe.
Okay.
I don't, well, I'm not going to say I don't. Occasionally I will use the glue gel here that's in the syringe. But at home, what I do is I actually use a pokey tool. And I take it from the end of the tube.
So is the tape just to denote the fact it's the one for the glue gel? Or
Just
is it because, okay.
Yeah. And you could absolutely use the same pokey tool for poking out the bits as well as using the pokey tool for your glue gel. I just like to do it so that, because sometimes it gets a bit gunged up at the end, it's not great for doing your poking out. So therefore I keep this one just for my glue gel.
Don't want to get a gunky pokey tool.
You do not indeed. The good thing is when it comes to our pokey tool set, you get 2 in a set anyway. So there we go, using our border dies there. Use the butterfly, left and the right hand side. We're able to do that because we've got the left and the right hand side outline die. Simple mats and layers there, doing a little bit of gem and bow, and we have got something where the dreams may very well come true.
Awesome. A beautiful, beautiful creation there. Alison would like more info about the coat sagas, Craig. She says, Joe, how do you lose a coat? My uncle, when in elementary school, came home without his winter coat. He walked home without a coat on. How are you not cold and realise you don't have a coat?
Well, you don't notice these things when you've had a bit too much to drink, do you?
That's all I'll say, yes indeed. I once managed to, I was on holiday in Hamburg for a weekend, going to see Kylie Minogue, as you do, Craig. It was -6. I still managed to walk home without realising I'd left my coat on the night out. -6.
-6.
I don't really feel the cold all that much. I think that's probably why. Anyway, enough about my coat shenanigans. Let's run you through exactly what you are getting included in here. So you're going to get those butterflies. We're also going to give you the stars. Remember, both of these, use the panel just to cut in, cut out with the left side, the right side, the left side, or both sides together. It's completely up to you. You've also then got the daisies there, and you've got the peonies. Remember, you don't have to cut them straight. You can play around. They could be across a corner. Maybe you're going to use them across the corner of decorative papers, across a matte layer. It's completely up to you. So many options with these. $38.97 or $44.85 if you want to go for those. Now, Out of the sky, like a star, like a hero. We're going to go to our hero tool next, Craig. This is absolutely fantastic. You guys love this. You really do go bonkers for them. It is because they are so usable in so many different ways. So you can either choose to have this sat against on your work surface, against your wall. You can actually hang this as well if you want to. So someone was asking what these straps are for. Good question, Craig. I thought the straps were to hang it.
Do you know what? Obviously, I know that they're because I've got mine as well.
But I can't really see where I can't see where the other. It's not to hold them together, no, because you have a hook and eye on the back of there. What are the straps for? Good question. I will try and find out for you. But you then close them up, and then it works as a carry tool, which is great. The great thing about this deal with a hero tool, we only hold the deal on the hero tool for 24 hours or while the stocks last. So if you want it, do be quick for it. What I've got here is the acrylic ruler with the metal edge. You're going to get the die brush and tool with the foam, the pokey tools, and the dotty tape pen. Now, you're not paying for any of the tools, you're only paying for the ditto bag itself. And you can cram an awful lot in here, can't you, Craig?
You can indeed. This is my one that I've got here. So this is it all folded into place. So if I open it up, so I've got a lot of stuff all set in. So I have got my foam pads in here at the back. I've got glue dots, I've got masking tape, my tiny little V-blade trimmer. Where have I got mine? I did have mine. I was looking for it earlier on, Joe. And do you know what? I'll come back later on anyway. So I've got the little replacements in there, my glue gel, tacky glue. I've got my red liner tape, and then I've got some different tools going along with my pens, some glitters that I need along here, my glue fine writer pen, my spritzing tool. Then we're going into my wee hidey hole of white chocolate. We've got I've got my Yankee Candle hand sanitizer.
Oh, it's delicious, that, Craig.
It's lovely, isn't it? My L'Occitane hand cream and my lip balm here. Oh, Crafty stuff, sorry. So we've got my craft knife. I've got my little tools in here, my sponge mats. I've got even right into here. I've got my low tack tape. I've got my tape runner. Then what I've even got at the back here that I store my cards for wake up call. What I also store in mine is if you got our very first original ultimate compendium.
Chuddy in there as well?
Oh, a bit of chud in there as well. Into here, bone folders, brushes, pokey tools, drawn gum. Actually, I've got quite a few chewing gum into here, little blocks there. So I've got so much stored into here. So these little compartments in here, you can change them. There's little Velcro compartments into this bit here, if you see. So they're just attached. So what you can do is you can then open them up if you want to maybe put your A4 Gemini plates all the way out, then you can absolutely do that. So as you can see, there's lots and lots of things that you can put on it. While you're looking at that, I am trying to have a look. What have I done with my... I'm looking for... You know how we keep going on about my little V-blade trimmer?
Yeah.
That I've got?
It's just having a rummage over there, don't worry.
Do you know
do you want me to show you? I found out what the straps are for, Craig.
What was that?
So
found it.
Found it. Got it.
You explain first of all.
So what these are for is if you want to put something like A4 cardstock or alike in this compartment here. What then happens is that strap goes over and Velcros onto the base there, and it basically, whatever's in there, it then holds it in, which is fantastic. So it straps it in there.
I didn't know there was Velcro underneath the bottom there.
Just work that out. How clever.
Didn't know that. Things that you learn.
Live and learn, eh?
So my tiny little Fiscus V-blade trimmer that I use, if I want to do any gutting in the middle where I'm not wanting to use my little nesting dies. So I do have it usually as well in my trolley, but what you'll find is on the back, you've also got a little hidey hole that, well, I do
hidey
as well.
hole.
Little hidey hole. What you can do is put that in, and you know, as long as it's not too chunky, it still folds up together, no problem at all. I do pop all my scissors and all that down into here, all secure, all elasticated as well. Little additional pockets into the side here, plastic pockets, all wipeable material as well. The Fisher, she's got the exact same one as me as well. I love
Has
them.
Debbie got one? Has Debbie Robinson got one?
Debbie Robinson's got one of our grey and purple flowery
grey
ones.
and purple ones, yeah.
Me and Debbie Fisher, we've got this one here. Both are great, but what I love about Tiffany's is the fact that it opens up. And it doesn't necessarily open up straight at the back. What you could do is you could have it a bit more at an angle if you wanted to as well. It's so handy for the fact of what we can do is we have it at the side here at our table and it's all laid out at the side. Just love mine. I wouldn't be without it at all.
Really awesome. Some colour options. So you can go for the turquoise, which is what Craig has got over there at the moment. Details are on your screen. Same price, same freebies for all of them. You can also go for the pink if you want to. It's a lovely sort of a cerise hot pink there. The classic black, if you want to go for the classic black, then you've got that option there. Or you can go for the blue, which is this one just here, or purple, sorry, I should say, which is this one just here. You get the free, freebies with all of them. Sorry, Craig's just given me a bit of his Yankee hand sanitizer. It is absolutely delicious. Oh, it really is. What flavour is it, Craig? Lemon. Oh, lemon and lavender. Wonderful. Can I give you a reminder of some of the Hunky Dory products that launched earlier today? Here is the Hobbies for Him. $39.96 or $61.16. Oh, it smells good. If you want to go for that one. Oh, gosh, it's like... I feel like I'm running through a lavender field in Provence all of a sudden. We also had the Welcome to Fairyland. Obviously get the lavender field owner's permission first before you run through them. Don't want to do a Theresa May. That one there, $39.96 or $58.46 if you want to get that one. Popper Topper is this one just here. These are awesome. These are a great stash builder for you. £36 or $52 if you are going to go for that one. Do you want to buy them all together? Do you want a better value? Do you want free shipping and handling, free in the US, free postage and packaging in the UK? Of course you do. Well, here you go. There's the details. £110, 12, $163 and $6 if you want to go for that one. Mariah says, she's done a, oh, hang on, sorry, yes, let me do the other bits I was meant to do first. Sorry, getting sidetracked there by Mariah. These are limited. First come, first served here, $11.99 or $17.49. We've got the glitter ones available for you as well, $11.99 or $17.49. Also, limited stock. Let's stop here, Georgina says. I feel like I need a nap. She was just, I mean, I could just have a little lay down under here. I'm exhausted. Mariah sends a mind blown emoji. I sympathise, Mariah. She says, I got these, I had no idea they opened. Lol, I use one for sewing tools and the other one for crafting. Yeah, they open up, which is awesome. And that strap that goes over to keep everything in that large pocket, which is brilliant. Katie says, Tiffany said, if you have to share a table at a crop, open it up and it stakes your claim on your table space. I love that. Also, Shadai says, great find, Joe. Now you tell Craig, we learn by 3 L's. We look, we listen. We look, we listen and we learn. Now he knows there is a Velcro strap. Oh, yeah, he does. I told him, didn't I, Shadaya? Rhonda says, I love this tool tote. And it was actually Rhonda that says it's for transport. It keeps the front pockets from opening too far. The straps to go underneath, there is a loop on the bottom. Well, do you know what? You learn something every single day, don't you? Right, something else we're going to have a look at now are the shaped cards. These are fabulous because not only are you getting all the dies that you need to create awesome card concepts, what you've then got is, of course, the ability to use all the stamps that come in there too. Let me show you the kind of thing that you are able to create. This one here is your Be Fabulous. So that is your dress that you're going to be able to do. The great thing about this is thinking about embossing the body of the dress, think about using your different papers, inks. You can really get so creative. You then also are going to get the bottle in here. I mean, this is great for any kind of celebration that you might be going to. Or who doesn't love a cup of tea? I know me and Craig definitely do. And you're also going to get the cup cupcake in there as well. You're getting all of them. They are all available individually as well. So if you want to get any of the individual stamps and dies together, they're all available for you as well over on the website. What I'd say is when you buy all of them, you get one for free, which is excellent. So if you want the best value, this is definitely the best way to grab a hold of them. And Sherry just saying she went for that tote in purple today. I know you're going to love it, Sherry, so let us know how you get on with it. Right, shape cards, Craig. Lots of fun, these ones, aren't they?
Yep. They are, because exactly that, shaped cards, but then you can start to have a play and you can start to use materials if you want to, left over as well to decorate them. So what we'll do is let's have a look at the Be Fabulous one. Now there is two ways in which you can create the shaped card. You can do them in a way that we've done in the past, and there is, let's just pretend, for argument's sake, let's pretend this is a full folded over piece of cardstock. So what you could then do is you could push your die up so it overlaps the edge of your card blank, run that one through, and then you'll have a top fold card blank that is in this dress design. Or the other way, and it's the way that I'm going to do it, is I'm going to go in with my white smooth stamping card. And this is something where we say quite a lot, Joe, where our white smooth stamping card is our basis for a lot of our cards and projects. And what we do is we use the white smooth stamping card and then we start to decorate on top. And that is the exact same case as to what we're away to do right now. I'm going to do that once, I'm going to do it twice again onto another piece, and then we'll start to do more die cutting using all the different layers. You've got the bows, you've got the gusset, you've got round the waist, you've got the shoes, you've got the flowers dies that match some of the flower stamps that are within that set as well. So you could be mixing and matching and just have a lot of fun building up your own design. Maybe you've thought of yourself being a dressmaker, but you're not sure exactly where to start or how to start.
Maybe you want to make a pantomime dame outfit.
Maybe, absolutely. Maybe you want to be doing that. Maybe you want to experiment.
How about a shaker dress, says Mariah. What's that?
Sorry. Just wait one cotton picking moment. Georgina, say that again.
Say it again, Georgina. I mean, I've heard, you've said some nonsense in the past, Georgina, but I mean, that takes the crown. A chicken incubator. How does that look like a chicken? So it looks like a lamp, is what you're saying? Oh, okay. So as we call them, as some normal people call them, Craig, light bulbs, as Georgina calls them, chicken incubators.
Yeah.
Do you go into B&Q, Georgina, and go, have you got any 40-watt chicken incubators for me? Do you do that? No. Is it halogen, madam, or is it a bulb? Bayonet fitting or screw? I don't know. Chicken incubators. Just need some chicken incubators.
Do you want clear or do you want white?
I don't think it's a me problem, Georgina. She says it's because it's my fake Friday.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Anyway, moving on. Thank you for that wisdom, pearl of wisdom there.
I wasn't letting her go on that one. Oh, no, wait a minute.
A chicken incubator. You've heard it all now.
If you do want to make any cards where it's a chicken incubator like, then by all means send them in to Georgina.
Maybe you're really into light bulbs and know someone that's really into light bulbs.
Maybe.
Beautiful card for that.
Yeah, maybe. You may be a light bulb collector.
Maybe you are. Maybe you're a light bulb fitter. Maybe you've just got a lot of light bulbs in your house.
You might do.
Maybe you want to make some light bulb bunting. You could do that with these.
Maybe you could go on an old TV show we used to have in the UK here called You Bet, and you could simply guess every type of light bulb by touching it. Maybe.
Sue Hint says, wish we could hear what they're saying into Joe and Craig's ears. I wouldn't wish it on you, Sue.
No, you
I
don't.
wouldn't wish it on you.
No, you don't. You do.
For the first time ever, Georgina is speechless. Note the time. What's the date? The 26th of May at 20:03. We did it, Craig. Yep. We did it. Now I'm sassy, apparently.
Sassy. So what I've done here, Joe, is I've done two into our white smooth stamping card, and I've done one in some pattern paper that we can see in here. Now what I'm going to do to create our card blank, let's bring in our scoreboard, and I'm going to take my scoring tool. Now this next bit, it doesn't need to be exact, so what I'm going to do is maybe about, let's go 1/2 inch, I'm going to score, at 1/2 inch. That's going to create the top hinge of my card. So what I can then do is I'm going to bring in my tacky glue, because it would be classed as construction. We're going to go in with our tacky glue over the top, and then what I'm going to do is line this top one up. Let's get that into place, and then I'm going to press into place here. So hold that just for a second or two for it to grab.
Just for a public service announcement, I won't be reading out any comments that agree with Georgina on this issue, just so you know. So don't waste your typing, it's fine.
That blew my mind, that did. I'm going to use my tacky glue. While I've got this one out, you could still use your tape runner or that. No specific reason as to why I've chosen to use the tacky glue for this one. So if I line this up straight over the top, and I've done with a white smooth stamping card, so that gives us a good sturdy 300 GSM base, and then we've gone over with our pattern paper. So because we've done our little hinge at the back just here, that creates our card blank. And what it does is it gives you that full on skirt or dress, gusset, and also the bosoms at the top there. So you can see them all.
The what at the top?
The bosoms.
Bosoms. The bustier.
The girls. The bosoms.
The girls.
The girls. And then let's go in. Let's bring in these dies.
Apparently
here.
I am sassy, according to Susie T, and that's why she loves me. There you go, thank you. I love you too, Susie T. I didn't think of myself as being particularly sassy, but a few times recently, a lot of people have pointed out that I am very sassy. I went clothes shopping recently and sent the pictures of the outfits I'd bought to someone, and they said I've never seen three more sassy outfits ever. It was just a shirt with a denim jacket over, but apparently that's sassy these days.
That's a sassy outfit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't know. Maybe I am sassy, Craig.
You're sassy at times, apparently.
Oh. Candice says, I used the dress dye to help my future daughter-in-law make bridesmaids invitations. They turned out so cute. What a great way to use these.
Lovely way. Really nice way, yeah. Or maybe you're wanting to ask someone to be your bridesmaid.
Maybe you're having a chicken-themed birthday party.
You might be going down that road as well.
Maybe you're going to have an incubator-themed gender reveal party. Well, you'd be able to go for that with these, wouldn't you?
Yeah, new baby card with chicken incubator.
Maybe you know someone that works in the tanning shop. You could send them one of these light bulbs.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah, love it.
Got that. There is lots of different incubator-themed cards that you can do with them. It's all about having a lot of fun with all the different wacky ideas that you can come up with.
I think they're red hot, these dies.
They are, aren't they? Red hot indeed. Incubator red hot. Red hot incubator lights. Now what I'm doing is, I've die cut this one into a peachy texture card. I've gone for a couple of these little banners. What I've done, this is not going to actually be goggles. This is going to be a little bow.
Nice.
This is the little tail of the bow, so I need one more. So I'm going to run that one through, show you how we can make a really cute little bow. Oh, sorry. So what we can do is, bringing in even a few little petals as well. And then I'm going to use a little bit. I'll tell you what we can do as well. Because I've got petals to decorate, let's just spend, 15, 20 seconds doing them as well so that you can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this little band here. And because I'm going to use tiny little petals, other than the card that I'd done before, simply because I wanted to show you what I would do, all gems and pearls, doesn't matter how good quality they are, what I would do, Joe, is always add a tiny bit of tacky glue underneath, simply because gems or pearls can be a little bit of a wee monkey and pop off every now and again. A little bit of a wee monkey.
Oh, monkey, I thought you said a wee honky. I didn't wonder what a honky was.
A wee monkey. So So I'm going to take these tiny little petals, using my pokey tool, and our tacky glue dries clear, so you're not going to see. And I do this with, well, most of my gems and petals are all self-adhesive, and even the ones that are self-adhesive, I will do this to make sure that the adhesive stays really, really strong for the gems underneath. And certainly with a card like this, you can bet your bottom dollar that it's going to be handled quite a lot, because people are going to love seeing the card, seeing the shape of the card, how the card's made. So any embellishments that you use, you want to make sure that they really are sturdy and in place. So what we can do is move them out the way. Let's bring in our bow and our two little tag bits at the side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the middle, because we've only got a couple of millimeters just into the center here. So I'm going to hold that sturdy, and I'm going to use my pokey tool, or something round anyway, to add a bit of curvature, stretching the fibres, really making sure we get a lot of curve to it. We're going to do the same on this side, and we're going to get some curvature to it. And with a card like this, your tacky glue is going to be your best friend. So I'm going to add on the back, I'm going to add some of the tacky glue, and I'm going to use my pokey tool just to give me a helping hand to press down. I'm going to do the same with the opposite side, overlap ever so slightly, giving it a moment or two, and it creates this really, really cute little dinky bow. So let's press that in just for a second or two. So if I turn it around onto the back of my hand,
oh, cute.
I've got a tiny little bow. And when that's given just a little bit longer, what I would do, do you know what, let's do it. I would hold the center and push, and that's really going to shape the bow as well. And then these bits I would do separate with glue gel in a second. So let's bring in our dress once again. We're going to go in with the top part of our dress. I've already done another one. So let's bring in our foam pads for this one, or your glue gel, whatever you feel easier using, or you might just want to keep it all flat. This is where the option is entirely up to you. And then what we're going to do is start to assemble this lovely little card.
Awesome. Apparently I'm very sassy. Is the conclusion that our viewers have come to. Denise says, spread that sass. That's what she says. Laura says, I've always thought you were sassy, Joe. And Tracy thinks I'm digging a hole for myself. A deep, deep hole. Okay.
Going to be in deep, deep trouble.
I didn't think I was that sassy, to be honest, but it turns out maybe I am.
Yeah, you can be sassy.
Can be sassy.
Yeah.
So much
I like
sass.
Sassy Joe.
Sassy Joe. Tired Joe usually gets Sassy Joe, isn't it? That's usually when Sassy Joe comes out. Michelle's letting us know she sent a picture in for us. Thank you very much for that. Yolanda does think it looks like a recessed lighting bulb. I'm not seeing it, Yolanda. Trace says, Georgina, I know what you mean. Don't let them get to you. It's too late for that. Christine says, well, I think she means the lamp, not the light bulb. Yes, I think that is what she means as well, which is awesome.
Some of the things that people see, you know, it's like clouds, isn't it? You can see lots of different things when it comes to looking up at the clouds.
Yeah.
Some people see a certain design or a certain image that others don't.
Some people just see incubators, it turns out.
Exactly. Me and you can't, but, you know, some people do. So I've added a hand-tied bow, but I'm
Are you particularly into chickens, Georgina? Have you kept chickens? Are you a chicken fancier? Is that one of your things? Well, yeah, I'm asking you. She's not into chickens. She's never had chickens. She's never incubated chickens. She's not, you know. Yeah, she just maybe just saw it. I love it. Brilliant. Remember, you're not just getting that in the big collection. You're getting 4 of these shape cards, which is excellent. So you're getting the B. No, you're not. You're getting the... you are getting the Bottles Up, Be Fabulous, the Sweet Treat, and the Time for Tea as well. So loads of different designs for you to go at there. All the dies included, all the stamps as well. 115 elements in total there. Mary Pat says, I just received the dress set today. Hooray! That's awesome news, Mary Pat. Craig is a man of many talents. Now he's a dress designer. It's beautiful, says Joanne. maybe you could turn your hand to something. You have sewed before, haven't you, Craig?
Little bits. Steph in the office has helped me a couple of times, so has Bernie as well. So yeah, tiny little bits here and there. I've done some sewing. You never know, it could be like the next Gok Wan. Who knows?
I don't know if he sews, Craig.
Is he? I thought he was a dressmaker.
No, he's a stylist, I believe.
Oh, I just...
You could be the next Oswald Boateng, maybe. Let's go with that one.
Who?
Oswald Boateng. He is a very, very famous tailor.
Never heard of him.
There you go. That's showbiz. Georgina, you're going to have to stop relaying this information to me because I'm going to regurgitate it, I'm afraid. Georgina is now just clarifying whether she or not she eats chicken. It took a sinister turn, Craig, isn't it?
Here we go. So we've gone along the light pastel-y ivory tones with the card. So what I've done is I've pre-stamped the sentiment. I've done it in black a minute ago to let you see, but then what I've done is stamped the sentiment that says, "You shall go to the ball." I've added the little paper bow that we've just made bad English, that we've just made. Then what I've done is I've added a hand tie bow. We've gone in with the pearls around the waistband, and then we've added the shoulder and the neck length as well, creating a really nice card. But as I've said at the start and showed you, if you've got lots of ribbon or lace or anything like that, why not incorporate it? But that's not all that you get. You still get your flower dies, your pocket dies, you get the shoe and that as well if you want to build more and more onto the dress.
Absolutely, you do. Let me take you back through what you're getting in here then. So you're going to get that dress in there, / incubator. You've also got the cupcake in here, the teapot, and you've also got as well the bottle in there. Loads you're going to be able to do with, you've got a lot of elements within there, and the idea or the ability to create a lot of different concepts there with those, which is also fantastic. Stephanie really likes the hand-tied bow. Now, I know we had some pictures to share with you. I'll share those with you in just a second after I've just given you some reminders of some of the stuff that you've already seen in this show. Let's start with those silhouette animals that you saw. Here they are. You've got the deer, the butterfly, the bee, and the bunny in there. It's $33.77 or $38.87, which is a great price when you consider the amount of different things that you're going to be able to create with those. Talking of great prices, these are awesome. They're like a reversible edgeable, this next item. The decorative panel border dies. You've got 12 elements in there, $38.97 or $44.85 is your price on those ones. Something that we launched yesterday. It's very, very busy on these at the moment. $42.73 or $56.41. 50 bonus points on this too. We only brought these back because you guys asked for them so much. It is, of course, the mixer and the apron creator cards. They are brilliant for concepts. They work well as toppers too. We also have the hero tool available for you. And this is brilliant because you're getting the freebies. All the tools there you can see included for free with this, which is excellent. It'll only last for 24 hours though, because that is the time limited offer that is our hero tool. You can go for black, you can also go for turquoise, you've got the purple or the pink as well if you want to go for those. Now, there's a great little link pack bundle on the show for you. The Harmony Quick Dry 6-piece collection. Some nice primary tones in there for you. $23.95 or $33.36 is your price there on those ones. Right, let's have a look at some of the pictures you've been sending in to us. We love it when we receive pictures of the things that you've been up to and what you've been creating. Peggy sent this one in for us, Craig. Lovely idea there with the bee.
How well does black and craft card work with the white on the back as well?
Yeah, so well. And almost embossed the back there with some sort of embossing folder. Love this one as well, the woodland scene.
This is my other favourite one, being the stag in it as well. So nice in which you can incorporate. Think about winter as well as Christmas when it comes to them.
Denise has sent this one in to us, which is awesome. These are the mixing bowls she's done there. I love how she's used design papers there for the top layers. I think gives it a really lovely touch. Julie Goddard has sent us in these. Now, I love these credit card ties. I've only had a chance to get my hands on them yesterday, Craig, but they're awesome, aren't they?
They are. That is obviously that's actually a combination of, as you say, the credit card, but also the credit card craft kit box.
Okay.
Easy for me to see. So the two on the right hand side, the little toadstool, and the one behind it, that's part of our one of our latest craft kits.
Brilliant. Michelle has been designing dresses as well. I love this. Lovely in the monochrome there, Michelle. A really great way of using that. Anne in Connecticut has been very busy as well. She has sent in a picture of a light-up box with the cut-in dies, Craig. They're fabulous. Oh no, that's the borders that we've got on, isn't it? But just without the outside edges.
That is, yeah, and that is actually very similar to, which actually reminds me, totally forgot, that was me that done the craft along with these
Didn't I do it?
That's right, yeah.
Oh, I had a go. Even I made a box using that. I mean, if I can use them, guys, any of you can use them. Of that,
That's right, yeah, that's right.
Because I made one, didn't I?
Oh, it's the pennies just dropped right now.
I know.
Me and you done the craft along on them.
We did indeed. Gosh, how can we forget?
How can we
Rosalind
forget?
sent these in. These are very bold and bright. These could almost be panto outfits, these ones, Craig.
Oh, no, they couldn't.
Oh, yes, they could.
Oh, they could be. I love the colours. Look at the Telfie in the background. Well, it's kind of like a Telfie.
Yeah. Oh, look, there's me.
There's you.
It's me. How
Mummy.
long? Hang, stay there. Let's see how long ago that was. Was it one of the earliest? That's oh no. Oh no. I look awful.
That's from our old studio,
Oh, it's
isn't it?
really old, Craig. Honestly,
Is that a cardboard?
I look like a little monkey in the background there. Really needed a haircut. That must have been lockdown 3, Craig.
Must have been.
Or maybe lockdown 2. Not a flattering picture. If you could blur that background out next time, Rosalind, that'd be wonderful. Thank you. Anyway, if you want to send us your pictures, you can still keep doing that. studio@craftscompanion.co.uk. Let's share with you all the details and all the options for you guys stateside when it comes to shipping. But we'll also share with you too all the details of the fantastic club that is Club Inspire. Here's all of that.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
All the details there of shipping and also Club Inspire as well, which is brilliant. Stephanie says she loved the hand-tied bow. Crafty Age says you just never know what you're going to learn when you watch Crafters Companion shows. You really don't. I mean, I don't even know what we're going to learn some days when we get started. AJ. 4 Holiday says I just love the shape card dies. I have 4 of these. They are always well received. Tammy says I'm never going to be able to see that die now without chuckling about chicken incubators. She's here in the studio with me. She's going to pass me some. There we are. Mrs. Chicken, as I'm going to call her now from now on. The incubator. We've got the fish. Now we can have the incubator. Who knows? Anyway, We're going to go back and we're going to revisit some of the earlier Hunky Dory shows some of the earlier Hunky Dory products that we looked at in the launch day show. It was very busy earlier today. Stephanie says, thanks Joe, grandson heard you say, I like the handmade bow. You made his day. He's 5 and he wants to craft all the time. What's his name? We need to give him a shout out, Stephanie. Let us know. We're going to go back and have a look at some of those products earlier. What I'll do is I'll just show you a picture of everything you're getting in that Hobbies for Him Ultimate Collection. You've got 116 sheets within there, which is awesome, and there is absolutely loads. Let's bring it in and show you what you've got. So in here, what you're going to get is a topper collection. So you're going to get 8 of the die-cut toppers, 8 of the foil cardstock, and 8 of the 350 GSM printed cardstock. You've got your concept card collection in there. So that will make 8 cards for you, and you've got the 8 envelopes, plus then, of course, the instructions. You've got inserts in there, 36 inserts, 3 sheets per design, 12 designs, and you've got that picture perfect pad which has 48 sheets in there as well. Let me give you a quick overview as to some of the things that you're going to be creating with these when you get them home, because you can make awesome cards so quickly and so easily with these. That one was made in the earlier show there, as you can see, and they are brilliant, as a lot of people say, for creating those cards that I know some of you struggle with, which is the more masculine things that maybe are not the easiest to create out there. So you can see here how you're going to do those. This one here is that pad. That pad is awesome. It's not something I've seen before, whereby you have the images and then you have the stories in there as well, which is fantastic. Let me just show you the easel, the card concepts as well, because you're going to get 8 of these concept cards included in here, and they allow you to create those awesome little easel cards there. To the man of the match, maybe you've got a football fan in your house at home, you've got that there. It's a brilliant deal for you on an awesome collection, so do grab those. Shadiah says, Prince Joe, are we voting? We are voting, but you're a bit premature here, Shadiah. We've got another maybe sort of 20 minutes until we will start voting on these, so do hang fire, and we will do that vote in a little while. Right, we're going to move on. Popper topper is what we're going to be looking at next. So the popper toppers are awesome, because what you get is you get 4 different pads within here, and they allow you to create a whole host of different styles of cards. You've got 180 sheets in total, 45 sheets in each one of these collection, 15 designs in each pad. You get 3 of each, which is wonderful. And what they are basically is a vast array of different size toppers. Now, what you can do if you want to is you can actually use them as a bit of a stash builder and just hang, hold on to them and use the toppers here and there, willy-nilly, if you will. Or what you can do is you can actually create full projects using them. So it's completely up to you how you choose to use them. I love this one that's been created here. I don't think that's got a topper on it though. This one here, you can see, uses multiples of the toppers. It's just really your call how you want to use them. Lots of different frames and stuff. This is a very clever card, that one there, Craig. Look at that. So smart, isn't it? And again, frames in here too. So this is clever, because think about using the waste from your card as well there, as you can see, in another great way to create some awesome projects with these. A brilliant deal for you. You're getting over 1,200 elements there across the 4 different pads that are available in that collection, which I think is awesome value for money. So do grab those if you want to get hold of them. Right, another new collection to share with you. The next one is the Fairyland, like Disneyland, but with more fairies, which is this one down here. Let me just grab this for you. So, in here what you're going to get is you're going to get your topper collection, your Decollage collection first, 8 of the 300 GSM Decollage sheets, 8 A5 300 GSM Decollage bases, you've got 8 of the A4 Mirror cardstock in there and the sheet with the instructions on, a topper collection as you'd expect with 8 die-cut foiled toppers, 16 sheets of printed Mirror card here in this one, the Mirror Magic pad, which is like an A5 size with 40 sheets, and you've got 36 inserts in there as well. The thing that I really love about these, and I know Craig loves about these, is the faces on the fairies, because they are real life human faces on fairies. I just think it gives it such a nice point of difference, don't you, Craig?
Yeah, it really adds something a bit different. Not only is it, you know, not character kind of theme when it comes to the fairies, but having that real life, as you say, it just brings something a bit more different, more realism, and it just means it's a bit more authentic.
Absolutely.
In a way as well, more
Absolutely
personal.
does. Stephanie has messaged me back. Her grandson's name is Cole. What does Cole like fairies? What do you prefer, Cole? Out of these Hunky Dory collections, let me know which one your favourite is. Is it the motors? Is it the soccer, Cole? Do you like chickens, Georgina would like to know? Let me know which out of those elements you prefer, Cole. And I hope you have created something fabulous and are having a lovely time watching this show. You can see here though, can't you? All of the different styles and ways in which you can use this. Very ethereal, very shiny, Craig, which as you know is something obviously that appeals to me an awful lot. I am a bit of a magpie when it comes to all things shiny. It's a really big collection, this one. It's a little bit unusual as well because you're getting not only the toppers, but you're also getting the Decollage elements in there as well. So a really fantastic kit to get your hands on. Grab that one if you want to get hold of it. Now, if you want all three of those together, you're in luck. You can grab them. Don't mind me, just tidying away. Here we go. So if you want to buy the whole collection, here it comes, which is your Buy the Show collection with all the elements there, as you can see. So you're going to get the full Popper Topper. You're going to get all of your Welcome to Fairyland, and you're also going to receive as well the Hobbies for Him, which is excellent. But all of these very versatile. Quite a lot of toppers in this Fairyland collection, isn't there, Craig?
Usually what will happen as well with Hunky Dory, they will give you a decollage that's a completely separate element collection, but you've got this incorporated with this one here. So we're going to do some decollage. We're going to be using this topper here with the fairies, and they're getting some of the strawberries. Now with the card that I've done and rated demo, I've actually used the sheets, the full sheets. I've got them all popped out. So what I'm going to do, if you're new to decollage, these are two of the other images. So this is how the main images come. So this is the basis of them. So you've got this one, Dancing in the Rain, and you've got The Most Fantastic Day. You've got another two images as well, which includes this one, and then the other one is a rounded circle decollage, which is here. Now the way that it works, for this one, your decollage all comes on in a separate sheet, and they all just pop out. They've got little tabs holding them in place, and you can see you've got your big image, gets a bit smaller, it gets smaller, it gets smaller, and even smaller, and they layer upon each other. Now what you could do is, if you want to spread this even more, Joe, you can use this topper completely separate. Use it on its own if you want, then use this image as the main base, and then layer on top of this one, or use a couple of these layers on this one, and then the rest of the layers on this one. So you're reducing all the amount of layers that you're using, but you're getting double the amount when it comes to your card making. And then also, just to show you for this one here, that's how this one looks. Also again, all die cut for you, and even all this background, this is mirror as well. So don't waste it, take little tiny border dies, paper punches that you've got, and use all of that up. So what we can do is, let's bring some of the elements that I've already got. So the two additional elements I've used is some red cardstock and gold mirror cardstock that we can see here. Everything else I've used is pretty much from the collection. So what I'm going to do, I'm using my double-sided tape. Usually I take all the tape off if I'm doing my tape, but what I've done is, because I've got my cardstock here, what I'm going to do is I've taken the edges just away from the tape. I'm going to position that where I want. Once I'm happy, I'm going to press the four corners into place, and then what I'm going to do is pull out the backing of the tape. And this just makes it easier to do it simply when you've got your cardstock, because by gutting it, what you've done is you're making it more and more flimsy, which means there's more potential for you to not get it lined up. So I'll always, even now, all these, oh, I've taken that full one off, never mind. All these years, even when it comes to doing my mats and layers, if I have got the underlayer, I will always do the technique where I just pull away the edges.
Caroline says, Decollage? I thought it was called decoupage. Confused, she says in capitals.
So decoupage is what it's called traditionally. Decoupage is your small decoupage, whereas this is decollage but on big scale. So therefore it's called decollage. So think of your smaller decoupage images, whereas these are at least twice the size now. And this is hunky-dory that do that. So yeah, it's on a much grander scale, hence why it's called decollage. So we've got our background layer. Then what I've done is from the inserts that coordinate with the collection, I've got my insert here. I've cut it down to 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. To make it a bit luxurious, what I've done is I popped my tape along the top, yeah. So instead of going in all the way round with my adhesive, I've only popped my tape along the top, or low-tack, not low-tack tape, tacky glue if you want. And I'm going to press that up against the top fold of the card. This gives you that luxurious, free-flowing movement of the insert, like you would find in a luxury store. That's my insert done here. So now what I'm going to do is if I come along, and I've also taken a piece. Georgina, have we still got some of the foiled acetate in stock? Oh, we do. Oh, not lots left of it.
Just to say, so Georgina, just so with these, anyone that wants to shop these products, are they going to be in this shop, the show, or do they need to go back somewhere else? Okay, so if you want to buy these products that are in the show, you need to go to the offers page of the website. You need to go to the homepage of the website, click offers in the top right corner. In the drop down, it will say launch day. You'll need to click there and go back to the earlier Hunky Dory show. Or on the Crafters TV section of our website, go to the second, rather than this show that's airing now, go to the one before. Click there and that's where you'll find them all. That's where they will be for you.
Perfect. Now, to put my acetate into place, if I was to stick that down right now, although this is a big topper, Joe, I wouldn't actually quite know where to put my adhesive without it being seen afterwards. So what I do is I pop my acetate down where I want it to go. I've come in with my topper now. I've got my adhesive on the back ready to go. So what I can do is just make that, making sure it's lined up that little bit more, that little bit better. Pop my topper where I need it to go, press down. Then now I know exactly where I need to pop my adhesive so that it's not going to be seen on the back of the adhesive.
Craig.
So it's just a nice way of doing it.
Cole's got back to us, Craig. He says he likes the fairies, he laughed at the chickens, and will be surprised when the two of us make a card when Grandma gets our order. Well, I hope it doesn't take too long, Cole.
Hopefully
and next
not.
time I'm on, I expect a picture, Cole, of your finished card.
Absolutely.
Are you wielding it, please, next time I'm back on air, which is on Tuesday, by the way. I'll be here Tuesday through Friday with you next week.
That'll be good. I'm looking forward to that already.
I'm away for 5 days, Craig.
5 days?
What am I going to do? It's going to be like my right arm cut off.
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
What am I going to do?
No real plans. Oh, no.
I know.
I know. We'll get the band back together on Tuesday. Don't worry about that.
Awesome. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Now what I'm going to do is, I've got all my decollage topper parts already popped out. I'm not going to pop them down because I've already taken the backing off my foam pad. So if I pop them down, I'm going to stick them to my glass mat. So what we'll do is we'll do a layer at a time, and the image matches exactly the same image underneath. But if you're new to decollage or even decoupage, what you can see here, there's little areas that have been taken out. So all that I'm going to do is I'm going to try not get my head in the way, but it's key that you kind of look directly over the top. What I'm doing is I'm picking out an area. I'm going to have a look at the strawberries here, and I want to match them exactly over the top of the strawberries. I'm hovering slightly, so I want to make sure I get the remainder of the oval in the right place. When I'm happy, I can release, let go, and press that into place. Also to say as well, when I popped this oval down, I did use my double-sided tape. I know someone might ask, is that the best way to attach it? You can use any of the adhesives that you like your tape runner or that. It's just, if you know me by now, you do know that where I can, I'll always use my double-sided tape. But if you're popping the topper onto the acetate or that, you can absolutely still use your tape runner if that's what you prefer. So there we go, that's our second layer. And we're literally building up all of these layers. Each time we're picking out a certain area. For the time being, I'm constantly looking at the strawberries and then making sure that all these parts are all lined up. When I've got them exactly where I want, I'm just going to release with my fingers and then press. So I'll keep adding more, but if I lift that up just now, can you see how we're starting to build the
Loads
layers?
of depth and dimension there, Craig.
Lots of them, and this is where the decollage effect comes into place.
Lynn's letting me know I'll be back for her birthday on Tuesday. Well, I'm excited for that. Lynn, how are you celebrating? Let me know. Peg says, are you guys seriously doing the band thing? I haven't heard an official announcement as yet, Craig, but I know that you said that Ben's working on something, didn't you?
That's what I've been told, yeah. I've been told
Yeah,
that.
I haven't seen Ben. Obviously, I haven't seen Ben since September. When he was in shadowing, because obviously me and Ben are never in the building at the same time.
No.
I think there was one morning, actually, that might be a fib, there was one morning, you know, we did the UK warehouse clearance and he came in
That's right.
early in the morning before I got here in the afternoon. I think I saw him for about 10 minutes. So I haven't seen Ben in absolute months. And obviously me and Ben used to work together in our previous jobs, so you've seen him quite a lot. No, I haven't seen him in forever. But I will text him. I do text him a fair bit. I'll text him and ask him what the plan is of the band. Have we got a name yet, I wonder, as well? I bet he's got it all sorted. I bet he has. We did say that we were going to invite Brent into the band as well, didn't we? As well. So, I mean, it's going to be a big band at the moment.
It's going to, I'm telling you, it's going to be like...
It's going to be like the Pussycat Dolls all over again.
Well, I thought
there was
more
about
like...
46 of them at one point, wasn't there?
Well, I said the same similar to Blazing Squad.
How many of them was there?
Was there not like 742 of them?
There
or
was a
something?
lot. I want to say there was at least 12 of them. Who knows?
Oh no, was there not like 20 odd of them?
Really?
Sure that there was.
Ah.
Sure.
Right, Mary K. Knowles says, I'm late to the show, but I had a woman who wanted to meet to see my cards. I took some of my shaker cards, which she was not familiar with. All I could hear in my head was Joe saying, shake a card, as I was showing them
I
to her.
can't even listen to Taylor Swift now.
Really?
Without, hearing
You know that producer Laura wrote a whole parody to that? With
No.
a whole crafting parody to Shake It Off by Taylor Swift.
No, I didn't know
I feel
that.
like I need to ask Laura if she will send it to me. She did email it to me, I think. I must have it somewhere.
I'll need to give her a text.
Peg says, let me know if you need a drummer. We'll let you know, Peg. We'll get our people. We'll call your people. Georgina thinks she's going to be our... Georgina? Who's Georgina? Georgina thinks she's going to be our manager. I like she just self-appointed herself there, Craig.
She did. She did. Actually, I think I was there the day that Ben appointed her that.
Ben appointed Ina as our manager. Okay, there you are.
Oh, I thought you appointed... Oh, yeah, Ina. I think we're on about someone else, Georgina.
No, we've got George and Ina next door in the gallery.
We do, indeed. Ina Garter, credible cook, chef, whatever she likes to be classed as.
Sorry?
Ina Garten.
Ina Garten. Ina Sharp, our very own Ina Sharples, as we call her sometimes.
It's not Corey, she's an awesome American...
Ina Garten's a great American chef, yes,
She
of
is.
course. Ina Sharples is a legendary soap actress.
Oh, I forgot about that.
June says, Joe, next Tuesday is my birthday too. I just might have to buy myself something again. Treat Yourself Tuesday, birthday special for Lynn and June. There we go. Barbara says, Craig, you did a great job on this card.
Thank you. Thank you very much. What I was looking at to see if I had any red gems in my little trolley. I don't. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a couple of pearls into each corner. And even though it's mirror card, what I'm still doing is I'm going to go in with my tacky glue, tiny piece of tacky glue, and I'm going to add a pearl into each corner. And what we can do is do 4 all together. And within this decollage sheet, what you've also got is little toppers, little corners, sorry, that pop out. So we've finished them off, we've added them. then there we go. We've created a gorgeous card, 8x8 card. That could go into a box frame even. It could go into, it's going to be home decor. Maybe you want to die cut out your granddaughter or your daughter's name. Of course, it could be your son or grandson. So you've got that, and you've got that incredible height of the decollage that you can see here. Lovely card, and also finished off with a lovely coordinated insert.
Brilliant, love that, Craig. It is gorgeous. Let's just take you back through again the collections that we've got there for you. So this one here being the Fairyland. In there you're going to get the Decollage collection, 24 sheets in there, 24 sheets in that topper collection, 40 sheets in the Mirror Magic Pad, and also 36 sheets of inserts in there. We've also got the Popper Topper pads for you, the Ultimate Collection here. You've got 45 sheets in each of those, which is brilliant. 15 designs, 3 sheets of each, 180 sheets in total, which is brilliant. And we then have Hobbies for Him. And in there you've got 24 sheets within the top collection, 8 concept cards with instructions, 36 inserts, and 48 sheets in the Picture Perfect pad. Do you want a better deal though? Do you want the best value? Do you want all of that loveliness? I'm sure you do. You can have it, because here is a buy the show collection for you. £110.12, $163, free postage to the UK, free shipping to the US as well. Lynn's come back. Oh, fairy acetate. Yes, please. Fairyland. Oh, I'm a bit confused here. So, acetate. Here we are. Fairyland luxury foiled acetate with 16 sheets, $9.99 or $14.99. How much of this has gone, Georgina? 60% of that one has sold out and gone. Next up, we've got the Starry Galaxies. You get 30 sheets of this one here, $11.99 and $17.49 if you want that one. We've got some Duro pads. These are great. They're like a double A side in a paper pad form, which is awesome. This one here is your Watercolour Dreams and Colour Fades. You've also got Cottage and Burlap, which is that one there. And also you've got the Gilded Inks and Glitteresque, which is awesome. Lynn's come back to us. It's a big birthday for Lynn on Tuesday. I mean, am I allowed to say, Lynn? I'm guessing the fact that you've written it in a comment means that I'm going to say it, and that's fine. She says, Joe, for my birthday, I'm going out for a meal on Saturday with friends, and then on Sunday we're having a family barbecue. I'm going to be 40 plus 10. Emoji face. Lynn, I've seen pictures of you. You've sent in pictures of you and the girls on nights out very recently, and I must say, you do not look anywhere. You look amazing, is what I'm going to say. You have to be so careful when you talk about age, don't you? You have to be really careful. I was trying to play you a compliment, Lynn, and then I got myself in some sort of little black hole there. Anyway, Craig, do you want to do a demo of the show?
Let's go for it indeed. So here we go. Let's have a look at the very first one that we done using the animal silhouette, and we used the bumblebee. So number 1, then we've got number 2, then we've got number 3, and then we have got number 4 sneaking in at the end. Hunky dory, welcome to Fairyland Decollage.
1, 2, 3, or 4, you decide. You have got you've got 5 minutes to vote, which is fantastic. So make sure you get your votes in. Right. We're going to silhouette animals next, which is fun. Now, let me share these with you. So this one here, these are brilliant because there's lots of different options for these. You can do tunnel style cards with these. You can also do, if you want to, use them as toppers. There's loads of different things. Use them as corners, as Craig showed us earlier as well. 4 different designs here for you. You've got the bunnies, you've got the deers, you've got the schmetterlings there, the butterflies, and you've also got the bumblebee in there for you as well. 30 elements within here, 33.77 or 38.87, depending of course where you are shopping. Right, time for another demo then. A couple more minutes left to cast your vote, whether you're doing that on Facebook or on YouTube, and then we'll do demo of the day after that, which will be fabulous. So which one would you like to go to next, Craig?
Right, let's go for the deer silhouette one. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a little bit of a Christmas themed card for this one. So what I've already done beforehand is I've taken 5x5 card blank. So it would open in the normal way. I've scored from bottom left up to top right. So we are creating a twisted easel, exactly the same as what we showed you within the Hunky Dory set earlier on. So we've got this kind of concept here. Then what I will do, another piece of 5x5 card that will then stick into place to create our actual twisted easel. So then what I'm also going to do, let's bring in my plates here. So I'm going to bring in a piece of royal blue cardstock and a piece of white smooth stamping card. And what I'm going to do with the white one, we're going to go in with the stag. So with the one with the stag, I'm not going to use the outline die because I want this die to cut into my cardstock, which is 4x4. So we can go in, and I'm going to use my tape to hold it down. And what I'm going to do is the inside is what will be the waste that we don't want. So therefore I'm going to put my tape into the middle. So it's going to grab what is the waste. And let's also do the same. We'll manage to get another layer done on my plates. Royal blue, Centura Pearl, also 4x4. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to take the outline die that would go with that one, and we're going to cut that one into place here. To get it exact, what you could do is do what I done earlier with the bumblebee. Do the aperture first with the stag, then lay over the top to make sure you get this one in the right place. But as we are kind of running out of time, let's just go for it, bite the bullet and die cut them both. We can run this one through, and same plate configuration, plastic, magnetic, and our 2 cutting plates. That can go through. That's going to die cut them, and then what we can then start to do is start to assemble it using the card blank that we've just created.
Awesome. Very, very busy on these, which is awesome. I think they've been your favourite item in the show this evening, actually. Couple of moments left to get your orders in, your votes.
Get your votes in.
I appreciate your patience in bearing with me for the second half of today. I mean, it's been emotional. It's been a journey for the viewers, isn't it, Craig? Listening to me just get all the details wrong, basically. I'll do better next week, I promise. When I'm back on Tuesday, I'll try a bit harder.
Don't be anyone other than yourself.
Oh, I thought he was going to say, don't make promises you can't keep.
No. I love you the way you are. Everyone at home loves you the way that you are.
It's the PED, Craig. It's the post-Eurovision depression. That is what has caused this today.
I have to say, it's been a while since I've done the 3 shows together. I know, and Joe and Ben have said it, you know, when it comes to Wake Up Call, I'm kind of more active because I'm the one doing the demo and that, and they get to chill with a cup of tea and do the social media and that sort of stuff. It's been a while since I've done the 3 shows together. So I know when Joe and Ben does it, it's a lot. It takes a lot out of you when it comes to doing all shows. So you've done splendidly well, Joe.
Thank you, Craig. I'll take that. The demo of the show, Craig, it was number 2, the Schmetterlings, which was, it pleases me. So we need to vote for the card of the day. So that was the winner today. So let's go through this then. Do you want number 1, which is this? As they would say down under, that's a ripper of a demo. It's a bonza demo, that one. Can you tell that my Australian friend has been staying with me? She's just gone home. Or number 2. So do you want numero uno or numero dos? Number 1 or number 2? I always feel like I'm an optician there. I'm like, better without or better with? Better without, better with. You decide, 1 or 2. Let me know in the comments. You've got 5 minutes.
5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to decide. The choice is yours. So here we've got, let's go, I'm going to have to, actually I've got some already here done with my Xyron. So what we can do is let's take, he says, if you can, take the backing off on this one. So peeling it all off. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take kind of a rough guess within this one, Joe. I'm going to go into the middle with the tree trunks. So let's position that one in. Let's see if we can get this really up against the time. So let's press that into place. Get this one in here, here, and then here. And then for this one, what I'm going to do is let's bring in our pads as well. So to make it very quick, let's do put, and I'm going to do, actually no I can't. I was about to say I'm away to do what I say to everyone not to do, and that's not put pads all the way round, but I can't physically do it. I
can't do it.
I have to balance out the layers. So what I can do is I can then pop that one over the top.
I mean, Georgina's just questioning what she's going to write in her producer report to sum up my performance in this show, Craig. I mean, if anyone's performance is being called into question in this show, I think there'll definitely be a reply all coming from that email, don't you, Craig?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. She's got
Shots fired, Craig, I think is what that is.
big shots fired. So I'm going to put acetate.
Now she's putting it back
here.
on us, Craig, and saying that she was obviously asking that question because she couldn't find enough glowing superlatives to describe how incredible our performance had been this evening.
Always tries and throws it back on us.
She does, doesn't she? Always.
Always.
We don't get this when, you know. Well, we haven't done the tuning. I think it's your performance, Georgina, then
That's
in that
yours,
case.
yeah.
And we did a pre-show selfie as well, Craig. And this is
We
how we get
did.
repaid.
I made sure I got that selfie in. You know what they were like on Wake Up Call last week? Who doesn't talk about that? Nothing ever stays in the past here, George.
Oh, this has been funny. It's been a funny show, this.
It has. I've really enjoyed it.
I'm glad you've enjoyed it.
Really enjoyed it.
Currently a tie on the votes. Make your vote count. You've got 2 more minutes. No, you can't vote, Georgina.
Let's get this back in off here.
Kepi says you're okay, Joe. Thanks, just okay.
Just okay.
You're okay. All right. Sue Hint says we all love you, Joe. Don't change. Thanks, Sue. It means a lot. Glad you got my back.
Never change.
You're having a bit of a struggle there, Craig.
Here we go. We've got some.
Georgina rightly being told to take a chill pill in the comments, Craig.
That's what I love about you.
You'll be like that
crafters.
angry mob, Georgina, the time you tried to remove me from the card of the week. It'll be like that all over again.
I heard about that.
Oh, it was described as mutiny in the comments, Craig.
To be fair, she was wrong.
Georgina
about
needed
that.
a police escort home after the show.
Here we go. Let's finish these bits off here. So created a little double window shaker card. It's not exactly straight, but hey ho. We can live with it. So I'm going to pop a little bit of a panel here. So this is using some of Sarah's Glistening Snowflake Collection paper pad. And then what we've also done is use some of the Royal Blue. So let's do friend there. Let's bring in dear friend. And then what I've also got, let's go, I'm not going to finish with these little bits. Let's just do a bit of tacky glue onto the back. That we'll need to do for now, so we've got enough time to finish. Here we go. So that main base layer, what I would have done, popped it onto foam pads. Let's press that there. So we've got a double window shaker card that we can see here with the stag. So it goes to show that even although it's not necessarily a Christmas product, you can absolutely make it and theme it so it says Christmas time.
And it'll be soon time, won't it, to start making Christmas cards? Would it be? Is it sort of June, July, Craig, normally we start?
Here in the UK is June, and I think you guys stateside around about July, August time.
Awesome. Right, make sure you don't forget to check out your baskets. What I want to tell you about is what's coming up here tomorrow on Crafty TV. Becky will be here with Craig for Wake Up Call. They'll be looking ahead to an amazing Sarah Cartlow, which is coming your way at 7 p.m. in the UK tomorrow night, 2 p.m. East Coast time. There'll be loads of other fun in that show too. And then also a great craft along. The Fish is back. and she's going to have a brilliant craft along with the liftables for you. That'll be 3 p.m. in the UK, 10 a.m. if you are across on the East Coast, which is 7 a.m. if you are across on the West Coast. What a brilliant show and day today has been. I can let you know that the frame just is the demo of the day. We have had 3 days, Craig, of demo of the day, and we have 3 frames.
Wow.
How is that even a possibility? Yes, because yesterday, this one demo of the show, and the day before that, this one demo of the show. Surely we've never had that. Surely that's Crafters TV history being made right there, Craig. 3 days in and 3 frames. I do worry though, we're going to split the frame vote and none of the frames are going to win. Craig, it's been a pleasure spending the day with you. I hope you enjoy the rest of the week. I'll see you on Tuesday.
You will do it indeed, absolutely. I've had an absolute blast. Rather tired now. It's been a busy day, but a fun day all the same. But I'm going to be back tomorrow for Wake Up Call, as Joe says, 12 p.m. here in the UK, 7 a.m. Eastern Time, 4 a.m. Pacific Time with myself and Becky. And no doubt we will also have a lot of fun. Joe, have a lovely few days off. You well deserve that for sure. And I'll see you next Tuesday.
Thank you very much. The same thing happened last week with jam. We need to stop doing this. Enjoy your day if you're across in the US. Have a great weekend. I'll see you back here Tuesday, I guess, which is when I'll see you as well. Bye.
Bye.